Good morning, boys and girls. It's Thursday, April 30th. I cannot believe it. Tomorrow is May 1st. My goodness, it's really our whole last month of school together is in May. Okay, boys and girls, let's go over here and look at our digraphs. Shh, shh. Good job, your turn. Okay, today we're just gonna do it together, okay? Fuzz. Silly nonsense word. Let's look over here. Shh, push. Good job. I hear you guys saying them with me. Ache, cake. Good job. McKenna and Malaya and Mercer. I heard all of you guys reading with me. Good job. We have who and good, and then our vocabulary words. All right, boys and girls. So today, we've got something new with phonics, okay? We have to hear these phonemes. I'm gonna have you change some sounds and words. It might be a little tricky in the beginning, but we can get it going, okay? So I'm gonna say a word and you're gonna change the middle sound in the word, okay? So everyone, let's say fun together. Fun. Now we're gonna change the to an. F-an. Good job. Now we're gonna say the word seed. I'm gonna say seed. We're gonna change the E to I. Let's try it. S-eyed. Good job. I know this is tricky, but we're just gonna practice. Everybody say tune. Good job, tune. We're gonna change the oo to I, to in. Good job. I know it's tricky. Next word is cat. Everyone say cat. Okay, we're gonna change the a to the sound of U. Here we go. Cute. Good job. From cat to cute. Okay, now we're gonna say clip, and we're gonna change the I sound to the a sound. So I'm gonna say clip one more time. Clip. Now we're gonna change it to a. Clap. Good job, boys and girls. I know this is new. It's a little tricky, so it's tricky now, but by the end, we'll be really good at it. All right, boys and girls. So we've been talking about pronouns, and we know that pronoun is a word that talks about a noun without saying its name, right, boys and girls? Like, I want to hear everyone say some pronouns. Very good. And now Leo's going to tell me some. You're right, Leo. What else? He says I, we, them, they, those. Very good. Those are all pronouns. Good job, Leo. All right, boys and girls, we're still working on teamwork and how we work together, things can happen, right? We were talking about how they can build that tower together, making sure more hands help out, boys and girls. Very good. And we've also been talking about living things and non-living things. And we're going to be watching a video that's going to really show you how things are alive and how things are not. We already talked about that living things need air, food, water, and sunlight. If we didn't have one of those, we wouldn't be able to be alive. We need all of those things, okay? That's why all those things are so important for us to be here, alive, learning. All right, boys and girls? Okay, so we're going to take this down today, and I'm going to show you what we'll be doing, okay? All right, so today we are going to be doing this activity, and we're on the word good still, right, boys and girls? We're still on the word good. Okay, so boys and girls, we know what to do here. We've done this for every single sight word. Okay, we're going to load that in. I get to go out of the lines because I know I'm going to cut this out, right? I'm going to make sure I just color in all the space though. Okay, there we go. Color that in. And we're going to color this in. And then maybe I'll do the word good in turquoise. It's one of Mrs. Blanch's favorite colors. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Then I'm going to get my scissors. What did I do with my scissors? I know I just had them. Okay, so let me see what I did with them. I think I put them up on the counter there. Okay, thank you. All right, so boys and girls, we're going to cut across the top. And then I'm cut across the bottom. Okay, and then we're just gonna cut up. Okay, and we know that this word is good. It is our new sight word. And let's think of things that are good. Who could tell me something that's good? Anybody think that cookies are good? Oh, I do. How about potato chips? We all know what Mrs. Blanch's favorite thing to eat is. What is Mrs. Blanch's favorite thing to eat that I think is so good? All of you guys say it together. You're right, French fries. Mrs. Blanch loves French fries, and you all know that. My favorite thing to eat in the whole wide world. I think they are so good. All right, and that sentence, or in that word, excuse me. Good job, boys and girls. So once that's glued on, then you can get your marker, and you're gonna trace the word good 3 times. Remember, G is circle, tail, underground, hook. To make a D is make a C, close it up to make a D. Circle, tail, underground, hook. For the G, make a C, close it up to make a D. Okay, boys and girls, make sure we stay on that track, do our best work. Then you're write good 2 times with your pencil. Then you're gonna rainbow write good and go on a hunt for goods and circle all the goods in all the different fun fonts. All right, boys and girls? All right, you know what to do. All right, we have a may do today. This is the may do for who. Okay, you guys know what to do? This is the may do. If you have extra time, you can do this if you'd like, okay? All right, then over here we have something fun today. I have an addition practice here. All right. Okay, so boys and girls, I've taught you that when we add, we're gonna put the big number in our head, right, boys and girls? Okay, so I see a 2 and a 1. Cornelius, what number is bigger, 2 or 1? You're right, 2. So I put 2 in my head, and I put 1 finger up, 2, 3. So I know that 2 plus 1 equals 3. Make a 3 there. All right, okay, the next one, both numbers are the same, so it doesn't matter what number I put in my head first. So Aiden, let's do this together. Put 4 in my head and 4 fingers up for the other number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know that 4 plus 4 equals 8 all together. Good job. Okay, let's do this one together, Jaden. I have 0 and a 1. I put 1 in my head because 0 is nothing. 0, 1 plus nothing else is still going to be 1, right, boys and girls? 1, I have nothing else to count, so it's just 1. Okay, next one, let's zoom in on those numbers. Next one, Lila, I have 2 and 5. Lila, what number will I put in my head? That's right, the 5. Put 5 in my head, 2 fingers up. Let's start with 5. 5, 6, 7. I know that 2 plus 5 more is 7. All right, we'll do 2 more together, boys and girls. I have 5 and 1. Ari, what number is bigger, 5 or 1? Good job, 5. 5 in my head, 1 finger up. 5, 6. 5 plus 1 more is 6. Good job. Okay, Gabriel, I have 1 and a 1. Is one bigger than the other? No, they're both the same. So 1 in my head, 1 finger here. Let's count up. 1, 2. Good job. 1, whoopsies. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Good job, boys and girls. And then when you finish that whole thing, you get to color in those ants. Sometimes we see some red pesky ants. Mrs. Blanch does not like red ants because sometimes they will bite her body when she's wearing shorts. Yes, raise your hand if you've been bitten by a red ant. You have? Yes, it's not fun. Not fun at all. When I go to Lake Tahoe, I see lots of red ants. Okay, so maybe I'll make one red ant there, a brown ant here. These ants are after somebody's picnic basket. Oh, they're being pesky ants. Maybe I would make the stem of the flower green. Do my best work. Remember, your crayons are still sharp like Mrs. Blanch's because I just got you those crayons in March. Remember, boys and girls? Okay, and then you guys color in the picnic basket. All right, we're going to do your best work. Okay, so we also have our math today. So boys and girls, you may push pause right now and get your math mat that says 13.3. Okay, it says 13.3. And then push pause and come back to me. All right, boys and girls? Okay, and we are going to be doing this lesson. Oopsies. Ooh. All right. So boys and girls, let me get my computer going. Okay, here we go. Well, let me plug it in just in case, boys and girls. Always better to be safe. Make sure my button's right where I need it. Oh, technical problems here. Sorry guys. What's going on here? There we go. I'll zoom in on that really well.
What do you see in the picture? Think about it. There are 6 balls in the picture. How are the balls different from each other?
Can you guys tell me? Can you tell me? Gabriel? Can you tell me, Olivia? Joshua? Emilia? Caitlin? Good job.
They are different colors and different sizes. Some of the balls are blue. Some of the balls are yellow. Some of the balls are big. Some of the balls are small. How are the balls sorted?
Mercer, Keaton, Kinsley, McKenna. Aaliyah, can you answer that question? Good job.
They are sorted by size. This is a group of big balls. This is a group of small balls. What would happen if the balls were sorted by shape?
Gian, Cornelius, Jaden, Olivia, Ari, what would happen if we're sorted by shape?
All the balls are the same shape, so they would all be in the same group. What is another way to sort the balls into 2 groups?
Mackenzie, can you answer that? Good job. How about you, Justin and Caitlin? Madison, good job.
They can be sorted by color. How is the group sorted this time?
Sophia, can you tell us that?
It is sorted by color. This is a group of blue balls. This is a group of yellow balls. The same group of objects was sorted in 2 different ways. What are the different ways the objects were sorted?
Aaliyah, can you tell us how they're sorted in different ways? Kinsley, can you tell us? And Mercer? How about you, Cornelius? Good job, guys.
The objects were sorted by size and color. Now you know how to sort the same set of objects in different ways.
Good job, guys. All right. Okay, so boys and girls, you should now have this ready. It's 13-3, and it's sorted the same set in different ways. So boys and girls, if I have a set of buttons, they're all buttons, right? They're all the same, but I could sort them in different ways just like we've been doing all week. I have all buttons. I could sort them by shape. I could sort them by color. I could sort them by size, right, boys and girls? I could sort all of these in different ways. So boys and girls, you are going to draw yours like you've been drawing, and I'm not going to tape mine today since I taped mine for the last three days. We could just draw them. So sort the same thing in different ways. So maybe I'm going to draw some flowers over here. And these flowers are all going to be the same shape. all tulips, but they're all going to be different colors. But they're all flowers, right? Same shape. Okay, now I'm going to sort the flowers again. This time I'm going to sort the flowers by size. I'm going to put all the big ones, I'll put all my big flowers over here. So I'm sorting them by size. All the big flowers are over here. Okay. Big, huge tulips are over here. So they're all the same over here because they're all the same size. Okay, they're all large, big. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go over here. You guys can think of your own ways to sort whatever you want, okay? Remember, Mrs. Blanch is just giving you examples. Okay, you're not copying me, we're just giving you examples. Okay, so then over here, boys and girls, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be looking at the first box here of doggies, okay? And you have to color 3 dogs yellow, okay? 3 dogs yellow. I think I would color these 3 dogs yellow because none of those have spots, okay? And on number 2, you have to sort this in a different way by coloring only the large dogs, okay? You only color the large dogs here, okay? Then over here, we are going to sort the balls one way and circle the balls to show how they are sorted. So we're going to sort the balls in a different way and circle the balls to show how they are sorted for the next one. Okay, boys and girls? So you guys could sort these however you want, okay? Mrs. Blanch will give you an example, but this is my way. I'm going to put all the ones that are green together. So I would circle that one, circle that one, circle that one. Okay, there's different ways you can sort. Maybe you can circle all the red ones. Maybe you can circle all the big ones, all the little ones. Any which way you want, but the way you sort here has to be different over here. So since I circled all the green balls over here, I'm not going to be able to circle all the green balls over here. I think a different way to sort these, all right? So make sure you're putting your thinking cap on and making sure that you're thinking of a different way to sort these, all right? Okay, boys and girls. All right, so we've been talking about living and non-living things, right, boys and girls? Okay, who can tell me the 4 things that all living things need to survive? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Gian, can you tell me the 4 things that all living things need to survive? Air, food, very good. Water, very good. And what shines on us outside during the day? Sunlight, very good. Those are the 4 things that all living things need. So boys and girls, I have a very special video for you today that's going to continue teaching us about living and non-living things, okay? So I will push play and we're gonna zoom in on it.
Squeaks, it's a great day to be alive. And yes, I'm really living, and so are you. But what does that mean? It sounds like a pretty simple question, right? There are living things all around us, as well as things that are not living. When I was looking around the Ford's playground just a minute ago, I saw a rock, which is not a living thing. But the bird that was singing in the tree, that's definitely living, and the tree is too. But sometimes the answer to the question of what's a living thing and what's not can be a little tricky. I can hear a bird sing when I watch a video on a computer or a phone, but of course computers and phones aren't living things, even though they might make sounds exactly like things that are alive. Scientists called biologists study all sorts of living things, so they're the experts on what things are living and what things are not. After studying all kinds of life, they discovered that everything that's alive, or was once alive, has a few things in common. You can think of them kind of as rules that all living things follow. So let's take a look at some of these rules. Rule number 1, living things need energy. You need energy to play and to do your schoolwork. A plant needs energy to make new leaves and to grow. Even some kinds of germs use energy when they make us sick. Living things get energy in lots of different ways, but they all need it to stay alive. Okay, rule number 2. Living things grow and change. You're bigger than you were when you were a baby, but you're not as big as you will be someday. And just like you, All living things grow and change, whether that means growing up or getting more branches and making new leaves like trees do. All right, rule number 3, living things reproduce. Reproduce means to make more of something. When living things reproduce, they make more of themselves. For animals, that means having babies like kittens and puppies that will grow up to become adult cats and dogs. For plants, that usually means making seeds that can grow into new plants. Rule number 4, living things respond to the world around them. In other words, when something around a living thing changes, that living thing changes too. For example, when you get cold, you might shiver or put on a coat. Both of these things will help you warm up. So that's how you respond to the cold. And in the same way, in autumn, when the days start to get shorter and the weather starts to get cooler, some trees lose their leaves. They are responding to the change of season. Great question, Squeaks. What about the leaves that have fallen to the ground? Are they living or non-living? Those leaves on the ground, even the brown dead ones, were part of a living thing, the tree. So biologists say that we still call them living things. Now, it might seem like there's some things missing from the rules, like what about moving? When you think about it, a lot of living things move, but not all of them do. Plants, for example, don't get up and walk around, but they're still alive. And there are things that move that were never alive, like shadows or the hands on a watch. Shadows don't use energy, and watches don't reproduce or grow. So if you're thinking like a biologist, then something has to meet all of the rules in order for it to be considered a living thing. If it doesn't, then it's not alive. Now, are you ready to test what you know about living things? It's game time! I'll name a thing, and you have to decide whether it's alive or not. First up, is an earthworm living or non-living? If you said living, you're right. Earthworms need energy to wriggle through the soil. They also grow, and they lay eggs that hatch into baby earthworms, which means they reproduce. And if you've ever held an earthworm, you know they respond to changes in the world around them. If you pick one up, it tries to wiggle away. All right, next up, is a cloud living or non-living? If you said non-living, you're right. A cloud may look like it grows because it might get bigger, say before it rains, but a cloud doesn't use energy, and it doesn't have baby clouds, so it doesn't reproduce. And since it doesn't follow all the rules, it's not living. Okay, what about this stick? Is it living or not living? If you said living, you're right. This stick is living because it was once part of a tree. And since the tree is a living thing, then the stick can also be called a living thing. So you can use these easy rules to study everything you see around you. Go for a walk outside and take some time to stop and think about what you see. Icicles, acorns, pebbles, and grass, and look at the clues we talked about. Are they alive or not? Thanks for joining us on SciShow Kids. If you have a question for us, ask a grown-up to help you leave a comment down below or send us an email.
All right, boys and girls, so those are more ways to know what's living and not living, okay? So boys and girls, like she said, today, after you're done, I'd like you to go outside and take a walk, whether it be in your backyard or up and down your street, and look around to see what is living and what is not living. And maybe you could tell me tomorrow during Zoom all the things that you found that were living in your neighborhood and things that were not living. All right, boys and girls? All right, well, have a good Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow.